Welcome to my channel! This is gonna be my Let's Play of The Darkest Dungeon. A game I've played before, but never beaten. I'm gonna play on one of the harder difficulties. And I'm also gonna implement special rules for myself. I can only upgrade the ability that the characters start with when I hire them. And I also have to hire every adventurer I see. Hopefully we'll be able to name them something memorable when I hire them to the party. And maybe you guys can name them in the comments after each video. But yeah, it's a game I've always wanted to beat, and let's beat it in a unique way. I expect this to be a long ass playthrough, releasing, maybe a couple of times a week. So let's start by watching the intro cinematic to set the scene.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and
Love the art style of this game and the atmosphere. It's perfect.
And ritual. I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets.
Especially after reading Lovecraft, the Necronomicon.
Swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step
Oh, how excited.
But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
That's it, and let's just jump into it. Letter to begin. I'm gonna enable all DLCs. First estate. It's not my first estate, so start with pain. I won't. Okay, wait. Let's check out. Blood Moon campaigns are not for the faint of heart. Expect no quarter, no forgiveness. You must conquer the evil within a time and hero death limit. Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna choose this mode because it's a time limit, and I don't want that. But I'm gonna choose the second hardest. No time limit, but campaign will be longer and more challenging than Radiant mode. Let's go. Darkest Dungeon. It's not a word, but I'm gonna call it that. There we go. Boom. Oh, another cutscene, I guess.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence,
Bandits.
other damnably transcendent terrors.
Yikes.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
The voice actor in this game, I'm not even gonna attempt to imitate it, but it's so beautifully done. There we go. Okay, we have Reynold the Crusader and Dismas the Highwayman. If you have alternate suggestions for their names, put them in the comments. Otherwise, they're just gonna be Reynold and Dismas. Let's move.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Let's cut this guy up.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I'm rich. 25 gold already. Let's do this. You can explore objects while exploring. Or investigate objects.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. Leave nothing
Okay.
unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten
Brigand
places.
Bloodletter and Brigand Fusilier.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
All skills have different ranges. I expect most that are gonna be watching this have played this before, but skills have different ranges. So this one's smite can only attack. You can see it can only be used on the front row, in the second and front position, and it can only be used against the two front positions of the enemy. And this guy takes two positions. I have a health bar and I have a stress bar. And this game plays an amazing, has a sort of amazing interplay between health and sanity, where you can actually, your characters can go insane instead of just dying.
Greater the glory.
He leaves a corpse. It's in the way of attacking this one. But this guy can shoot back rows. But this guy cannot.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I think that this continue adventuring, because there's this box here, but I think it is actually a trapped box. Yeah, bandit's trapped chest, it even says so. But let's just this is a good example of what can happen when you just open things willy-nilly. So he got blighted. He will take 2 damage for 3 rounds. 6 damage in total in blight. But as the quest is complete, I'll just press up here I'll go back. I'll reach the hamlet. Oh yeah, and every time you win an encounter or you go through a dungeon and come back to the hamlet, you can get a random trait. It can either be negative or positive. So let's see what happened to Dismas. He got dipsomania, an intense craving for alcohol. And that will mean sometimes he will, like, depending on what kind of stuff you encounter, he will react to it because he's addicted to alcohol.
Welcome home, such as it is.
Here we go.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So, let's go to the stagecoach, recruit more heroes so we can delve into the darkest dungeon.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws.
I think it's
fools
always
and corpses.
a plague doctor
All will find
and a
their
seeker
way to
vestal
us now that the road is clear.
at the beginning. And I will... Let's just upgrade this already
Great heroes can be found
so
even
that we
here,
can get more
in
heroes.
the mud and rain.
If my heroes die, they will end up here in the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
But let's try and make that not happen, shall we?
Trinkets
Shop.
and charms, gathered from all the forgotten
Items
corners
here.
of the earth. In time, you will know the
Is
tragic
this
extent of my
the
failings.
cutscene? Ah, this is the cutscene from the beginning. Let's not watch that again. Okay, let's embark on our first quests.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Okay, let's see what skills the doctor has. He has Plague Grenade, Incision, Medicine. He can heal, blight, and bleed. And he has Stunning Grenade. Sorry, it didn't last. Okay. So, my preferred position is the third position there. Fairweather Fighter. So, if he's at full health, he deals more damage. And he receives more healing from, I guess, the Vestal ability. Thanatophobia. He has extra stress. His HP is below 50%. Oh, did Reynold have something? Oh no, he's freaking kleptomaniac. That's... I'm gonna cure that whenever I get the chance because he steals loot. This one. Okay, she has healing and she has bash if she moves to the front row. I think that will be it. And let's make sure they have provisions for their first.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold. Later,
8 food will be enough. Maybe 5 torches. Let's have... Oh no, I have 1 holy water. What else? A key? Maybe 2 keys. Even. To be able to unlock locked boxes and stuff like that. I think that's okay. I haven't played this in a while. I think this will probably be good for the ruins. But different items will be good for different locations. Okay, what item did I have here? So 15% move skill chance. I don't really need that. They'll give me a minus speed. I don't have a move character at the moment. Okay, so let's just embark, shall we? After this video, I will reveal who I will be hiring from the stagecoach next. And you guys, if you have any suggestions for names for these characters, leave them in the comments. And if you have names for the other characters that I'm gonna hire, leave them too. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rooms, and I need to explore 90% of the rooms. So all except one, but I'll aim to explore all of them. Okay, more torches.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
So the light will dim the more and more I walk, and if it dims all the way without me using torches, my characters will get extra stress. Are they stun resistant? No. That's because bleed isn't effective against skeletons, so let's just try and stun one of them. These are just fodder, so I'll try to go through them quickly. There we go. Oh, that ability is so sweet, the Dazzling Light, because it gives me extra light without needing to use torches.
Be gone, fiend. Back to
Easy,
the pit.
easy peasy.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Oh, a shovel! I've actually forgot to buy shovels. They are really important to buy, at least like 1 or 2. Because if you encounter yeah, there we go. A prime example.
The cold stone seems
They will
bent on
take
preventing
extremely much. They will take stress damage if they have to clear this without shovels, and it will also proceed the time further, so that the light will dim more. It's quicker to do it with a shovel. Okay. These acolytes, they are good at stressing me, so I'll aim to kill them as quickly as possible whenever I see them. Dodge. Let's stun him, please. Yeah, there we go. Stress is often more deadly than the actual health. As long as you don't go down to 0. Because if you go down to 0 health, you'll also take a lot of stress damage.
another abomination cleansed from our land.
The Crusader deals extra damage against undead. He's actually really good in the ruins where you face a lot of undead. Okay. The 3 to 5 damage on all of them, so
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
let's
all.
heal here. This doctor is very stressed already.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Let's light the torch and enter. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one?
Packs laden
I
with
really
loot
hope Reynold
are
isn't gonna
often low on
steal
supplies.
too much stuff, because he's kleptomaniac. He can just decide to steal whatever loot I find. And like for himself, it basically just disappears. Okay, let's kill the Acolyte first. Even though they deal less damage, they stress my character and they dim my lights.
The ground quakes. Executed
There
with
we go.
impunity.
This guy.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Ah, shit. Come on.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Game will get considerably harder when you get towards the end game or the late game dungeons. This is just a sweet little appetizer, if you will. Okay, maybe I won't explore all the rooms because I am running out of torches. And I wouldn't want my... I think I can just explore these two and skip this one. Because I wouldn't want to risk my part. No, see, there we go. He took 10 food and 500 and something gold just for himself. That's what kleptomania does. And it's the worst. Nothing is worse than just losing loot. So, they all went hungry. So that's why I consumed 4 food just now. If I don't have enough provisions when leaving, and sometimes you do forget to buy provisions before you embark on a journey, you get just fucked. Because all of the characters are hungry and they get stressed and they get mad, basically. And are at higher risk of dying. See, here we go. I don't have a shovel, so I need to clear the obstacle by hand. So let's see how that affects the party.
Without tools of
All
iron,
of them.
You must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
And the lights went down, the stress went up, they took even health damage as well. It's not good to not have shovels. Okay, let's do this. I think this is the final battle of this embarkment. Let's kill this guy, the Bone Courtier. Stress inducer. There we go.
Blood quickens.
I mean, sometimes. Oh, no way. Ah, freaking crit. What's his name? Dismas. Yikes. So, sometimes it's hard sometimes to gauge whether you should go for the stress inducer or the damage dealers, such as this crossbowman, because it depends on how stressed the party is and how much you have left of the dungeon. Right now, I'm worried for Dismas, and so I'll go for the for the crossbowman. There we go. And when I crit, it's stress relieving for the party as well. It has a lot of things going that increases and decreases stress. A camera. I'm getting too enthusiastic. Let's do this.
The slow death.
I need to have a better camera setup so that it doesn't fall down, I guess. Just starting out to YouTube. Come on, give me a break here.
Another one falls.
There we go. It's just the Bone Defender left, alone against these killers. There we go. He has no chance. Quest complete. I will press continue because I want to open this. I'm going to use the key to get more loot. These things, the crests and the busts and stuff, you use to upgrade things back in the hamlet. And there we go. That was our first dungeon completed out of many, many, many more. Okay, let's see what happens to our party. Slow draw. Minus speed on first round. Misses the spot. -2 crit. Nervous bleeder. Less accuracy when bleeding. An early riser. 2 speed if torch is above 75. Oh my god! Oh, a good start! Only negative traits, except for early riser. Ah, shit. I'll have to upgrade my Insanitarium quickly so that I can cure these things. They're expensive to cure, though.
Tents are pitched, banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready.
Right.
The circus has come to town.
If negative quirks, if I allow them to fester, they will lock and be harder, more expensive to remove. Before I end this video, let's see what people I will recruit. Okay, 1 antiquarian, which is a good hero for like looting stuff. They find extra loot in their journey, but they're not very powerful. So I have 2 antiquarians. With exactly the same... No, not exactly the same. So I can only use the skills that they start with. I can only upgrade those. Because otherwise... I feel like otherwise there's no uniqueness of characters if I can just unlock all of them. So, we have an abomination here. Maybe Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, if you will. He's this sort of...
reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Exactly. He has a human form, and he has a beast form. And he has all of his skills unlocked already. So, that's what's unique about them. Well, he does have unique camping skills. Camping skills are only useful in like really long dungeons where you have to sleep, and there's a sort of sleeping camping stage where you can use your camping abilities. And then we have the Jester.
He will be laughing still at the end.
And what abilities does my Jester have? Okay, he has Harvest, he has Slice Off, so like damage abilities when he's in the middle rows. And he has a buff, but it doesn't synergize with any other abilities he had. So I'm probably just gonna use this guy for de-stressing my party with the tune, Inspiring Tune, and as a damage dealer that can cause people to bleed. Give me some suggestions in the comments what we're gonna name them for next time. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video for our next embarkment. Have a nice day.